welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are all of my beloveds doing today? Let's do a deep dive on today's reading and see what Spirit has for my beautiful lights. Having some issues with my throat today, guys, so just, be patient with me. Okay, first card up. Some of you might be carrying a burden today. All right, some type of burden, something's bothering you, something that needs to be dealt with, Aquarius. Once you take care of this situation, it's okay, baby. I'm sorry, my dog is having an issue. Once you take care of this scenario, situation, all right, it looks like they're telling you to start over. Start over. You deserve something better. You deserve this balance, Aquarius, okay? This balance is missing from your life right now, and things are just feeling off. Things are feeling off, and what we sometimes forget about is that we can change these things that are making us feel down, that are making us feel depressed. We might be just dealing with people thinking we don't have control over anything, and we have to just keep dealing with someone else's negativity, and that is so far from the truth, okay? So Spirit is highly recommending a new beginning here, okay? If people are sucking the life out of you, this is a beautiful new start for you, Aquarius. Only you can do it, though. Only you can make these changes. You can separate yourself from these people or places or scenarios, situations. These could be all kinds of things. For some of you, it could have to do with addictions, okay? So you're putting a band-aid on something temporarily. Yes, it feels good, and you get to escape some problems, but then they're right there again, right? It's almost like, putting yourself to sleep. You're having all these nice dreams, but eventually you have to wake up. So it's not really helping. It's making your issue go on longer instead of, facing it head on and doing what needs to be done to take care of you. All right, so please put yourselves first, Aquarius, okay? It is high time. If you're not doing that, get yourself in a state of gratefulness and totally put yourself on a pedestal. This is going to bring in the balance that you crave and want. All right, let's move forward. Okay, talking about, now there's a masculine out there. This masculine, you're with somebody, okay, who is allowing family members to say things about you that aren't good, that aren't very nice, okay? So you need to maybe have a sit down with your person. This person you're with needs to stand up for you, whether it's family or whoever it is. If you are with them and you are their choice, not their family's choice, they don't have to be with you. They're not, they don't have to deal with anything to do with your relationship except you, okay? You have to, be happy. In other words, if you're happy with this person you're choosing to be with, or they need to stand up for you, okay? And if not, then maybe, it's time for you to start thinking about a new beginning. All right, because you want to know, guys, don't you want to know that the person you're with has your back? Come thick or thin, of course, right? We all want that, and we deserve that. Okay, let's keep going. Nonetheless, there is a Wheel of Fortune here in the middle that I almost glossed over. All right, this is very important, guys. This is your protection, the way you feel about yourself. The person you're with that you're supposed to love and trust with your life, this person can really pound on your self-confidence, all right? So those of you out there who are unhappy in a relationship and you notice your self-confidence is going away, all right, it's really not doing you any good staying in this relationship, all right? I'm not here to give you relationship advice, but just to plant a seed. All right, you are deserving of so much better. And it's all about what you are and aren't willing to put up with. All right, here I'm seeing this Queen of Cups. There's something here. This looks like a work scenario. This is a boss figure here with the Emperor. This is for somebody who needs to hear this. This is a work scenario, okay? You're feeling like your boss, your supervisor, someone above you is showing favoritism toward a person, or there might be a feeling that they are showing favoritism toward a particular sex. There's something here that has to do with favoritism, sexism, something along that line. All right, so everything is going to a certain person or a certain type of people in the workplace. And you are seeing this with your own eyes. Not only are you seeing it, but you know exactly what's up here. You know what this person's doing because you're an empath. And you feel it. You feel it even more so than other people who aren't empathic may feel these emotions. So this is, again, one of those things that may knock down, because if you're doing anything, if you're in any scenario, situation where you're feeling like you're losing yourself, your self-confidence is, hitting a low, it's being diminished, okay? Take a look around you, all right? If somebody's beating you over and over and over again, telling you over and over that you're not worthy, or showing you with their actions, like a situation like this, with favoritism, don't take this personally. This is nothing personal. This has to do with the person who is doing that, okay? And the only part of you that it has to do with is that you're willing to take it. You're willing to put up with it. And unfortunately in life, guys, whatever we're willing to put up with, people will, like third dimensional people, take that as a weakness. I tell you guys this over and over again, all right? So not that we are weak, we are quite the opposite. But if you are letting somebody pound on you, they are not going to stop because you're easy prey in their mind, okay? And they can get away with it. So it's very important for you to have very strong boundaries, and especially in this very spiritual time, keep your energies protected. Protect yourselves, guys, as if you were protecting your own child, okay? Your energy needs this protection. Not that you're not adult enough or strong enough or what have you, but you're dealing with evil, and you're dealing with evil as well as good, okay? Evil can be very, I don't want to use the word powerful, but persuasive. And yeah, they can play dirty, okay? So you need to protect your energies, your powers. All right, here I'm seeing somebody is really looking down on the fact that they're feeling like they're nothing they're wanting is coming in, nothing that they're trying to manifest is coming in. All right, guys, if you need some help with manifestation, you're feeling like nothing's happening, you've been trying, and nothing ever comes to fruition for you, that there's only two reasons why that could be happening. And that is either you're, totally vibrating very low, you're focusing on the negative. This is how to tell if you are focusing on negativity, is you're the person sitting there saying nothing positive ever happens. And that's not possible, because when you walk outside of your door and you realize that you're breathing and you woke up and you're alive and the birds are singing, that right there is something to have gratitude for. That is something positive. The problem lies with the fact that you're not noticing these things. You're not in a state of gratitude. You are solely focused on what negative thing is going to come next in your life. And you need to change that up. And the only way to change that up, my loves, is to get back into a state of gratitude and nurture, nurture, nurture yourselves. Okay. But I do see, so this feeling of, everything I try to do in my life turns to crap. All right. You are the one in control of that. You can change it. All right. Because you are a true superstar. Whether you realize it or not, you are. And you are totally loved by, well, let's just say people above looking down. Any way you want to take that is fine. All right. And also, they're saying you need to get clarity on this. It's very important. All right. Gaining clarity on who you are, what you're willing to put up with, not put up with, and how that's affecting your manifestations, because you have to be, your energy has to be up here to manifest. You have to be vibrating high to magnetically draw in more high vibrational things to yourself. Okay, there's frequency. We're made of frequency. We're made of energy. It's all around us. Okay, we are all, in a sense, one consciousness, and we're all, plugging into different frequencies depending on how we are perceiving our lives. It's quite that simple, guys. So choose to perceive your life all differently. That things are good and beautiful things are getting ready to come in. A whole change in life is coming in. All right. So here I'm seeing somebody's holding on to doing something really risky. You're taking a risk hanging out with this person. All right. So whoever you are, whoever I'm speaking to directly right now, this will resonate with you. You know who I'm talking to. All right. This is you taking an intense risk and holding on to someone who is, this person I feel has negative entities all around them. Okay. So, I don't get too deeply into that sort of thing, but I am feeling that, this person, it has some dark, sometimes it's not that the person themselves is evil. It's that things that they've done in the past or are currently doing, or people they're surrounding themselves with, have entities, because these are toxic things that they're involved with. Okay. This person is walking around feeling defensive all the time, and is maybe even on the attack. Okay. And there are many more things about this person that you're unaware of, and they're dark. Okay. So if you're sitting there right now saying, I definitely feel that she's right about so and so, it is time for you to separate. Okay. Once you make that separation, and you move further away from this person, you are going to feel so much lighter and happier. All right. I'm picking up on someone, you're feeling like you can't move forward. You want this happiness. It's right there. You're so close to it. You can touch it. But there's something getting in the way. There's something getting in the way of your joy and your ability to enjoy life. I see you trying to move toward something, but hear me out with this, okay? I also see that you're doing something you're telling yourself you are ready and you want to move into a happier place. You want to start making better decisions. You want to start moving mountains, chip away at these negative things in your life that you feel are probably getting in the way of your happiness. But when it comes time to putting the action in, you fail. Okay. You just sit there. You do nothing. So it's kind of like you're talking the right talk, but you're not walking the walk. Okay. And I don't mean this as a put down, so please don't take it that way. Please don't take this to heart. This is a wake-up call for somebody out there that needs to hear this today. All right, you know who you are, and you know that this would be quite simple to change what is happening, because I do see all joy and happiness over here with this Sun card, okay? I do see doors opening for you, and happiness is just a few steps away. All right, I feel like there might be one decision you can make immediately that's going to change this, and it might be regarding your money. Okay, it could be something that's gonna, as soon as you take care of this, something great is going to open up for you financially and bring this Sun in, which is happiness, to the point where your cup's going to overflow. Because once you do this, you're going to understand that you basically put some action in, you manifested in what it was you wanted just by putting some action behind you, some wind behind your wings. And then, you know, the stop is going to become unstopped, and this Ace of Cups is going to provide you with much happiness, okay, much contentment. And you're also going to learn from this. You're going to learn that this is how you manifest things. You must do something. We can't just wave a magic wand and wish. Although, now hear me here, okay? Although once your vibration has risen to a certain point, okay, where you're stepping into 5D, you have 1 foot in, maybe 1 foot in 4D, you are going to be able to bring in things through thought. So you may just, you know, as far as manifestation goes, it will just be a thought and it will show up. All right, if it's a person, that person's going to call you immediately or show up at your door. If it's a thing, you know, things are going to start popping for you. Things are going to pop off for you. Guys, if you're still with me, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me tremendously. All right. So, yeah, they changed the algorithm around, and I do feel like people mess with my channel as well. So this would be a great help, okay? I'm also seeing Judgment here. Yeah, there is some type of judgment I'm seeing regarding something you've been involved with for a while. I'm seeing some type of prayers going out in regard to this. And the thing you've been wanting is you want something to do with this child or children, something to change, because somebody did something in regard to children, a child, somebody, this could be a divorce, this could be somebody that took your children away from you or took your child, did something really underhanded in connection with a child or children. And I feel like this was a masculine that did it. I'm also seeing, yeah, you're sending out prayers, and there is a lot of anger here. There is a lot of despair and anger here, and I'm sending you love and light. I really don't want to end on this note, but whoever you are, if you want to, just comment below. That's, you know, someone, you know, you can word it in a way so it's not so obvious. Someone did me dirty, something like that, and I'll know who you are. I'll know what was done, okay? But this had to do with your children or your child, and it's very painful and difficult. I can't even imagine, all right? But here I'm seeing, look at this, guys. This is a beautiful layout. There is something that all of you are wanting. Every single one of my aquas out there. Okay, you all have this in your mind, in the back of your mind. It's like a twinkle. It's like a star or a light that is lighting up inside of your heads. A thought that is just, I'm seeing it light up. It's because it's going to come true. And it reminds me of yesterday's reading where I talked about miracles, okay? This is something you all have thought of at one point or another in your life, something you've wanted. I'm seeing balance coming in with this very thing that you wanted. It's going to show up for you as an opportunity, okay? So this is coming, and it's going to be a huge, huge celebration for you, a huge victory, okay? It's going to be something that you never thought would ever come true or happen. And it's something you've been wanting for a very long time. The card of want with this Nine of Cups, and then happiness will ensue, joy, and you're going to have it all, Aquarius. Okay, this may seem like a pipe dream to you right now, as far as, maybe feeling so far away from having it all. But you are, and you will see this come into play. You are going to have it all. As a matter of fact, my vision is that we are going to have so much abundance at one time that we're almost going to be bored. We're almost going to have had such a joyous, time where we have plenty of money, plenty of food, plenty of abundance, plenty of homes, cars, wealth. And, after a while, it's just, we're going to have to find things that bring us joy, okay? Because it's just going to be, so much joy. So much joy is going to come to us that, we're going to have to start being creative. Because, guys, I've been telling you, you're not going to have to work in the future. I think, once you hit 18, you're not going to have to work anymore with these new restitutions, if you will, that are coming in for certain children that were born between certain years. I think they're gonna they're limiting that to certain years because they want to see how that works out. But I do think they're going to extend it, and it's just going to be where every child that's born is going to be set up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is something that the administration put into place, where newborns are being given $1,000, and it's a seeding that's going to be put into things on the stock market, okay? And the money's just going to grow. You can add to that, and grandparents, employers. This is something that's going to grow into something really huge, and it's going to become the norm, okay? This is the seeds that have been planted so far for newborn babies, and I think they're going to extend it for everyone that, is coming in, to the world. When they're 18, they will have plenty of money to buy a home, to start out their lives, to invest, to in something else maybe, to make a big purchase, whatever they want to do with that money. But okay, I'm going to end on this note, guys, because yeah, I'm getting away with myself here. But I just think that this is the start to something beautiful. I'm seeing things coming into play now that are extremely positive, and that's what I choose to focus on, and I hope you do too. Take care.